us about DDD. Eric, welcome here. Welcome to Sebag International School. What's your first experience? What's your first experience coming to Sebag Sports Academy, and what do you feel about it?
I think the first impression is when you drive the gate behind you over there. It's one amazing sight. So there's a beautiful field, beautiful outfield, a lot of green, tremendous facilities. They've also a tremendous amount of work here and a wonderful facility. And as I said to the principal, I think the actual buildings and facilities is just part of what the school's about. It's the people that really make a school, and from what we've met, the people we've met, and obviously knowing Guru, they've got an incredible bunch of people that are passionate about what this is all about, and it's just been a great experience to be here.
Viru has taken special interest in building it up, and I'm sure that he's done a wonderful setup where the youngsters can be natural. Now, what do you see here is different from any other place, or do you think this is something which is like a good standard place people can become next Virus here?
It's difficult for me to comment on other facilities I haven't seen any, but I think that quality creates quality and encourages quality, and when you've got a place like this where every small detail appears to be taken care of, then it carries through to the students, and I think that's what's important, that you have this kind of quality that encourages people to be professional in the way that they go about their learning and development, and these are the formative years. This is where we develop ourselves.
So coming back, so now talking about DDD, you guys came in and practiced in a different location this time. You have a different practice pitch and you have a different environment. Now, does it encourage the team? Does it bond the team well? What's your take on that?
Well, the IPL tournament is about adapting. We play a number of games away. 50% of our games are on other venues, so one has to adapt. One has to be able to play in different conditions and be successful in them. So it helps us to come out here, spend some time in a different environment. Practicing cricket can often be tough because it can be repetitive. So it's good to be in a new environment, just a bit fresh. We had a good bus trip out here. It's also time for guys to chat and have some bonding time. And it just helps us to remain fresh and keep things new every morning when the guys get up.
Okay. Now, who do you think is your hidden star in your team today? I mean, guys who have not been exposed yet and probably they are going to be like the star this year. I mean, who do you find will actually come up with?
I think that's a good question, because I think that's one of the things about IPL. It's always thrown up some new names people wouldn't have predicted, but I really wouldn't like to mention names. I wouldn't like to single out an individual. Not only with that inform our opponents that we see him as important, but also can put pressure on the young cricketer. But it certainly is one of my focuses. I sat down with some of the young guys yesterday and said to them that often the difference between winning and losing the game is the performance of the young cricketers, the domestic cricketers, the one without the international experience. You often have the internationals cancel each other out, and they're the ones that are key. So certainly from my perspective and my management team perspective, identifying and finding that somebody special and somebody extra is an important part of our objective.
Now this year, the team on paper looks very, very strong. I mean, this is the year when you've got very strong people on your team now. And what I hear from people outside is that it's Delhi and Mumbai team which are looking pretty strong this year. With the new faces coming in, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I don't think there are too many weak sides. I think Chennai has gained Ravindra Jadeja, and he's a 2-in-1 cricketer, so he's strengthened their side. They're a very strong side, and they've only been strengthened. Certainly Mumbai, as you mentioned, but all around the country are teams of quality and players that can win matches. T20 is about individuals that can win matches. So we're happy with the squad we have. We've got good balance. It's going to take a while before we all together, but certainly it is a strong squad. We've got 4 new youngsters that have come through, which I think are all exciting. And then obviously international signings: Ross Taylor, Kevin Peterson, Mahela Jayawardena, Andre Russell from West Indies, Doug Bracewell from New Zealand. So they're all cricketers that have got a pedigree at the international level, and I know they're going to add to our team, not only with their performances but also inputs off the field, which is just as important, because it is a long tournament and we need to keep encouraging each other. So it's exciting to see the games we've had, and I hope they're going to show something exciting during the season.
Last year, the performance of DDD, the ranking of DDD was very low. It went down towards the end. Now, do you see a turnaround this year?
Well, I think that's why we try and prepare for every year. we did do particularly poorly last year with the points. But if you look at the actual table, 2 or 3 wins and suddenly you top off the table again. It was very tight in the lower half of the table, but that's certainly not where we want to be. We want to be challenging for their semi-final spots and ultimately for the final. And obviously that's certainly going to be our objective to do the name of Delhi proud and all the supporters, to give them something to shout about after last season.
Last question to you is that do you think with the strength you have and the kind of people you have the opportunity or ability to top the table and probably win the cup this year?
Well, I think any team can win the trophy, and I don't just say that as a cliche. I really do mean it. Particularly T20 format, it's about the team that fires in the night. But the consistency is getting to the semi-finals, and that's going to be our first objective. We'll play literally ball by ball, match by match, and if we are played to our potential, I've no doubt that we'll be one of those finalists. And then it comes down to game of cricket, and we're up against opposition where they've got match winners and we've got match winners, and it really is about being prepared on the night, being ready on the night, and in some cases being more determined than your opposition. So there's no doubt we can win, but so can everyone else, and it's just about playing the big moments and winning the big points.
Eric, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time and wish you a successful tour ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.